What's going on, guys? It is Coach Central here, and today I will be reviewing my personally favorite coaster I've ever ridden. It is a lightning rod at Dollywood. This is an RMC coaster. It opened in 2016 as the fastest wooden coaster in the world, and it still is now. It is a wooden RMC, and it is a fantastic ride. Of course, it is known for its downtime, for a long time. It has been getting able to run more than it used to, and more people have been getting some rides on it. So I did another review, but that was like an old review. I'm updating it. Let's get started. So the stats: it is an RMC. It is 207 feet high. It is 73 miles per hour. In the angle of descent, it is 73 degrees, and it is 3,800 feet long. Very solid stats. It looks very tall for a wooden coaster. So this is just an insane coaster, guys. It feels like you're just being whipped around. It is just insane. What a coaster, guys. As I said, it is my number one coaster I've ever ridden. What's really funny is I went both the times. The first time I went when it was suffering a downtime, and it was open while I did it. And then last time I went, of course, it was open. I've had a really good luck with this coaster and how well it's been operating. The only time I saw it go downtime, it was only one time. It was the first time I was at Dollywood, and it was only down for like 15 minutes, which is not bad at all. So what I'm going to be starting off with is I'm first going to be saying, I'm gonna go from like this. When you leave the station and you go speeding up this lift hill, and just talking about like all the good elements and how good they are. So yeah, you're gonna leave the station, and you're gonna go out of the station, and you're gonna go up this fast lift hill. The only launched wooden coaster in the world, and it's up a lift hill. It is really fun. It's definitely not the best part of the ride, but it's a really fun element. It's definitely a great addition. And you're gonna get up to the top, and normally the first time I rode this coaster, near the top, it didn't have as much brakes as it does now, and so you got more airtime in the front seat. But now it does have more brakes. Now it does have more brakes, which it makes it's a little more of a downside. You don't get as much airtime, but you still get some good floater airtime than you used to get ejector, but now you don't. And then you go over it, like I said, you get some nice floater airtime. Then you go down, and then you go back up, go up a little hump, and then you go down this massive drop. It is a really good fun drop. It definitely isn't the best drop out of some, but it's still good. And then you go down. It's pretty steep too. And then you get to the bottom. It is a little rough at the bottom of the drop. That's probably the only rough spot on this whole entire ride. This is probably like a very different opinion from others, but I think when you're on the bottom, the smoothest part on the train is in the middle, not in the front, not in the back. The middle is the smoothest, at the bottom is that drop, and like in the back, it's definitely the worst. It really does bang your head against it, and that's probably like the only downside of this coaster. Even though the restraints do bother your thighs a little bit, it does push down a little too hard, but it's fine. And then you go up this massive wave turn. You are getting sideways airtime, guys. You are like flying out of seat, but sideways. It is a weird sensation, but a really good. It's really intense. It's really a really fun. It's a really fun element. It's same thing as it normally is on Fury 325. I love that element too. And then the rest of the ride is gonna be intense, packed with elements. This whole ride is basically really intense. One of the most intense rides I've ever ridden. So you're gonna go down after that big, massive wave turn, and you go up through this other bank. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go up, bank to your right, and then you're actually gonna turn the other way. It's really weird. I'm not the biggest fan, but you still get some really good airtime. You're getting airtime the other sideways, and you're flying out of your seat, and then you go back. It's a really good part of the ride. That's just a really good part. And then it's really intense. One of the most intense parts of the ride is like when it goes up, and then after the airtime hill, and it curves back to go down, and that's what it's that you get. It's really forceful, a really forceful element. And then you're gonna go up, and then you're gonna get another one of those elements. You're gonna fly up out of your seat, and then you're gonna go down, get this really nice pop of airtime, and go down. And it looks really good from some pictures when it goes through. And then it's a really good element. Definitely not the best part of the ride, but it's still a great part of the ride. So it's same thing as the other one, except smaller. And then you go up, and you're gonna go up this airtime, and then you're gonna go through the quad down. Best part of the ride, hands down. It has more than 4 airtime hills. It actually has 6. Which I have no idea why they named it a quad down. It has 6 airtime hills, but whatever, guys, whatever. But in all of those airtimes, the ejector airtime hills are insane. Very intense part of the rides. Your thighs do get hurt a little. Like, it does make your thighs sore a little bit, especially if you have your seatbelt right under the lap bar. That is painful. But I don't do that at all. I've only done that probably once, and that's bad. I go through airtime hill, but it's still my number 1 coaster, even if it isn't. It would still be my favorite coaster. So you're gonna go through the quad down, insane airtime, and some of the most intense airtime you'll ever have on a coaster, really. And then you get some great views from this of the park. It just looks really good. And then you're gonna go down, and then you're gonna go through this big bank, turn around and hit the brakes. Go down and hit the brakes. And that is just wow. I love lightning ride, guys. You can't. It is just the best ride I've ever ridden, hands down. It is a very intense ride. It has a great location in the park. So, and from the other part where it's at the bottom and it gets rough a little bit there, it's all smooth. It is a really intense ride. So I'm gonna give it let's give my overall score right now. So my overall score, I'm gonna give this coaster, of course, a perfect 10 out of 10. What a great coaster, guys. This is it's insane, just fantastic ride. So hope you guys enjoy this review, and stay tuned for a lot more coaster reviews coming here to Coaster Central Productions.